Hey YouTube, welcome to another video. This is by Schneider Weisse out of Bavaria, Germany. Specifically, it looks like Kelheim, Germany. It's been around since, I believe, the 1800s. They've been around a long time. Aventinus? I actually don't know how to say this. It's named after a German or Bavarian historian. I had to look up what it even meant. It's the 110th anniversary of this beer. Here's what the bottle looks like. It's actually purple, but I don't think it's really showing up too well. That's probably the dude in the middle there who it's named after. I don't know if you can really tell, but you see down there at the bottom, it's kind of blurry. That's where it says Doppelbock. It's not really obvious. So down here at the bottom it says Germany's original wheat Doppelbock ale. That could be true. There's a quick story here. A rich and complex delight from Bavaria's oldest wheat beer brewery. Carefully selected ingredients, skilled fermentation, open vessels, as well as fermentation and maturation in the bottle. That's the wording up top. There's what I was reading. Again, too blurry. The website doesn't say too much more than I already read. I'll go ahead and read a quick story here. For golden moments by the fireplace, Mein Aventinus, I guess. A wholehearted, dark ruby colored wheat beer, intense and fire-warming, well-balanced, tender. Bavaria's oldest wheat Doppelbock brewed since 1907. Sturdy body in combination with sweet malt aroma. Now there is a difference between my bottle and the ones I see the label of. Apparently they changed it. It comes up as tap 6. All their beers apparently have a tap name to them. I didn't know if that's what it was for a while, but the profile matches up. This beer is available all year round. This single bottle cost me $4.50. The ingredients are wheat malt and barley malt. Well, barley malt doesn't really narrow it down. They're all called barley malt. It could be a combination of wheat and pilsner. Yeah, it probably is. Bread, cracker, possibly, although I don't really expect that too much. The Hollow Tower Hercules hops are known for citrus and fruity. Open fermentation, bottle conditioned, non-filtered, pasteurized. It gives the original gravity's 18.5 plateau. Multiply that by 4, you'll have the specific gravity. It's a dark color in the picture, and they're not saying what malt they use. There's no way that's from wheat malt. My guess is they probably use some kind of Caramunic or crystal malt, something like that, but I really don't know. I am expecting some dark fruit flavors, some sweetness out of it though. I'm expecting it to be a full body. 8.2% alcohol, it also says on the bottle. 16 IBUs. Being a Doppelbock, that means it uses lager yeast. Being a Bock, it's stronger in alcohol, so it has double the ingredients, or at least the base malt, that is. Doppelbocks are usually darker in color. Malty, caramel, sweet, toffee, some dark fruits such as plum, fig, raisin, maybe some cherry, candied fruits, anything like that, maybe some burnt sugars, hard to say. I wouldn't expect all those, but at least some combination. Oh yeah, that's the ticket. It's a murky brown. I don't know where the hell they get ruby out of that. Well, I had a 1/4 ahead, but it's died down to about 1/8 of an inch now. It's not totally opaque, but pretty damn close to it. That's dark malter causing the cloudiness there. Probably the yeast being low flocculent would be my guess. I do really like the color. I like the color on the website better, but I don't know where they're getting ruby from. Sweet candy. I get some light fruit out of it. Not really dark fruits, although maybe it could be thought of as a dark cherry or dark plum. Well, since ones are a light plum. But I'm kind of guessing there's just hints of dark fruit in the nose. Maybe even a touch of sourness. And I could see that if it has open fermentation. But it's not like a sour beer. At least I don't expect that. A little bit of sourness, a little bit tart. Okay, more than a little bit. This is a polar opposite of what I was expecting. Second sip, that tart wore off. A little bit of fruitiness to it, a little bit of sweetness. Well, I'm getting lighter fruit flavors out of this. Yeah, there's some tartness. I think cherry tartness without the cherry. Tastes medium body. It opens up and covers my entire mouth. Pretty equal between the roof and the base. Gives a little bit of coating of a light malt. Fades away pretty quick. There's really no aftertaste. touch of cocoa. But some of these flavors are just hints. I'm still getting some sweet candy in there. There might be some caramel. I'm not getting any grain or bread, anything like that. Absolutely no bitterness. Tiny bit more sour. I'm pretty sure it's from open fermentation. It's basically, it gets wild yeast. I would almost call it being an off flavor simply because that's not proper. That's not right for a Doppelbock. At this point, the flavors are staying a little bit more on my tongue. They just kind of pool up down there. Everything's just so light. It's a little thick, not terribly. I wouldn't say it's watery. Maybe a little chewy, but not like a stout. There's not a whole bunch of flavors there. I mean, there's a few of them. You know, there's, like I said, caramel, a little bit of fruit, a little bit of malt. This is probably a simple recipe. I think most of the flavors honestly come from not so much the malt, but probably the yeast. Almost every flavor I tasted was subtle. Actually, this time the tartness was less intense. Divides between the top and bottom of my mouth, evaporates really quickly. There is almost no aftertaste at this point. Still tastes medium body. A little bit more light cocoa, caramel toffee, teas of sweetness. I'm not getting fruit this time, no bitterness at all. Between the glass and the bottle, there are differences. I'm not noticing the tartness or the sourness anywhere near as much out of the bottle. And I did notice some fruit in the glass, not in the bottle, but the coffee or the toffee caramel is a little more pronounced. If it was not for them saying these open fermentation, that sourness, I would say that's an infection. That could be from bad cleanliness, which I've had happen before. It's not bad flavors, I just don't think it's appropriate for Doppelbock. I don't notice any chemical flavors to it. I don't get any acetone or nail polish, nothing like that. It's not skunked. There is some fruit in it, but it's not rotten. It doesn't have any fusel alcohols. I don't get any DMS or stringency or buttery flavors. Never understood what people say it tastes like wet cardboard. How often do you eat cardboard? Will I buy this again? No, I don't like it. Doesn't taste like a Doppelbock should. Don't like the sourness. No, I wouldn't buy it again. Would I recommend it? Honestly, yes, I would, and here's why. Even though I don't like it, if you know what to expect from a Doppelbock, but yeah, you like to experiment, try something new, be a little adventurous, I would say, yeah, give it a shot, see what you think. You might love it. The sourness bothers me a little bit, and the other flavors are just too subtle. So is it good, bad, average? To me, on my palate, it's bad. It doesn't capture itself a Doppelbock. If you gave me this beer and said this is a Doppelbock, I'd never buy one again. If I knew that this isn't really how they should be, it's just a twist, then I'd probably get another Doppelbock. Schneider Weisse out of Kelheim, Germany. I'm going to try and say this again. Aventinus? I have no idea. It's a Doppelbock. It's not a very good one. If you have any comments, suggestions, input, feedback, you've thought about this, you've had the beer, whatever, let me know. I'd like to read them. Alright, everybody, that's all I have for this review. I'm going to finish this one off. Cheers. Ah, fuck. Who the fuck makes this? The Hollow Tower hops are the open. Says me. That's Ruby on what planet? Nah. That hit me in an interesting way. Whoa. Hold on. Have to mentally reboot. Yeah, a little bit of sour, tart. Oh, man.